Hey folks, my name's Noah Lynch, and you're listening to the Slawcast.
Down in Arkansas, they serve you coleslaw, chopped up finer than a bale of straw. When you crunch and gnaw, a bunch of coleslaw keeps you chewing like a cross.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Slawcast with your host Noah Lynch. I am Noah Lynch. I'm the two-time Pulitzer Prize winner in the category of Side Dish Nonfiction, four-time Coleslaw Reviewer of the Year by Time Magazine, 30 Under 30 Coleslaw Media Luminary, and the host of the number one coleslaw advice podcast on the planet. Today, on the next episode of the Summer of Slaw 2021, we have what probably a lot of people would say is the favorite as far as non-homemade, gourmet coleslaws go. We're actually going to try the KFC coleslaw today. Now, for a lot of people, this is essentially the only coleslaw they're exposed to, and by default, a lot of people's favorite. I kind of have high hopes going into this. I mean, if you can believe it or not, I really don't remember ever trying the KFC coleslaw. I don't know why. I just kind of missed it. I'm not really a big KFC person. I've heard a few rumors about how good it is. I have heard also a few rumors it might have a little spice to it, which might be a little dangerous for me. I'm currently nursing a hemorrhoid, but we'll see how that goes. That's obviously probably not going to play into my review. I will keep my health out of it. Now, as far as label claims go on this, well, I was looking it up on the KFC website because, obviously when you're just going through the drive-thru ordering coleslaw at KFC, first of all, they're pretty surprised you're only ordering coleslaw. I think they maybe were a little relieved because usually people go in there and order, 5-gallon bucket full of chicken or something, and it takes a lot of work to prepare that. But I just ordered coleslaw. I got the family size portion, so actually that's almost 1 pound. It's 0.93 pounds. It's 420 something grams. And believe it or not, this bad boy was actually $3.79 for the large side, which is their standard price for the large sides that they have. So this guy comes out to, I did the calculation, let me pull it up. This guy comes out to $4.08 a pound. So this is the most expensive coleslaw we've seen so far, just on a per pound basis. And I'm a little bit wary of that already because just looking at it, I've got it sitting here open. I haven't tried it yet. I wanted to give y'all a live reaction, but man, it looks like a coleslaw. It looks pretty normal. I see some carrots, some cabbage, and a little bit of onion it looks like in there. But man, I'm not sure that that's worth $4.07 a pound. We'll have to see. Obviously they talk up a big game. This is a lot of people's favorite coleslaw. So if it is amazing, then obviously it'd be worth it. But if we get back to just what the website says about this coleslaw, on the KFC website, it says the way your family should make it, which is already, in my opinion, a little offensive, but whatever. The way your family should make it, freshly prepared in store with cabbage, carrots, just the right amount of onion, and a signature dressing. Our coleslaw can teach your family reunion coleslaw a thing or two. So that's a bold statement right there, because I'll tell you what, man, in my family, I'm pretty sure my family reunion coleslaw could teach your coleslaw a thing or two. I would be willing to stand by that statement. Nut up or shut up, right? So, as far as nutrition information goes, mainly I'm going to read off the ingredients here. So, chopped cabbage, carrots, onions, sugar, soybean oil, water, distilled vinegar, whole eggs, food starch, modified salt, mustard flour, corn vinegar. It goes on from there. I actually really like this ingredients list. It seems a little more natural than the other stuff that we've seen so far. I think probably part of that is because it's meant to be served as a side in a meal and not meant to be stored on a shelf or anything like that. So I think that will tend to be a strength of this coleslaw. But no time but the present. I'm going to go ahead and dive into this thing and taste it because, it is really tempting sitting here. So as far as packaging goes, KFC has really stepped up their game since the last time I had their chicken or their sides or anything, because I don't know if I'm crazy, but I remember them being served in a styrofoam cup, like a large styrofoam bowl almost. But actually, this is like a reusable kind of plastic dish, something you take to lunch at work or something. So as far as that goes, they stepped up their game. That atmosphere of KFC, I mean, it's KFC. That's always going to be the same. They're just handing out buckets of chicken to people, so nobody's really going to be mad at that. I'll go ahead and dive into this. Just looking at it, the visual test, kind of a diced coleslaw, not really shredded. I think some people that will be good, some people that will be bad. For me personally, not my preference, but it's all the same going down, right? So I see carrots, I see cabbage, I see some onion, and I see some dressing. I mean, that's pretty basic. Now, one thing just off the bat, looking at this coleslaw, man, a wonderful mixture of textures. I mean, we have obviously all the chopped up vegetables, but that dressing, I would say, and I'll say this and then I'll qualify this statement, but probably the best liquid content I have ever seen. And now let me qualify that by saying it's the best or as good as others that I've seen. I mean, it's as good as you could get, right? A good mixture of dressing versus vegetables. I think that bodes well for this. On the nose, a very classic, spicier kind of aroma. I'm getting notes of cabbage, carrots, a lot, maybe apple cider vinegar a little bit in there, fruity notes too, earthy tones, really kind of your basic coleslaw. I mean, that's just what I'm getting off the nose, but I'm gonna go ahead and try it and let's see this live reaction. Wow. Yeah. Okay, well, I've got two things to say here off the top. First of all, it is a bit of a bitier slaw. It's got a real bite to it. This is not a creamy coleslaw that you're going to be able to sit down and relax to, out on your porch watching the birds fly around or anything. This is a serious, very vinegary coleslaw. I actually don't even get like a classic coleslaw impression from this at all. This is different. I don't think they should be claiming that this will teach your family reunion slaw something. I think they should be claiming that this is something that they've created and it's good in its own right. Because it is good, it's a little different. It's not going to be for everyone. This definitely has a bite to it. I'm going to tell you right now. I almost about knocked my socks off if I was wearing socks. As far as taste and flavor profile goes, I get a lot of bite. Obviously, I taste that cabbage and those carrots. I do taste those onions too, and I think those onions are kind of contributing a lot to this bite, which it's a good thing, but kind of a unique thing as well. I don't think this is going to beat out our front runner, which is the JC coleslaw. I think KFC is going to take second spot. Now, it's not bad, and for what you're getting, it's, although expensive, I mean, if you're buying a bucket of chicken, I think it could complement that. In fact, I think that's where it works most, is complementing the flavors of the salty and all the spices that go into the chicken. So I think in that aspect, it really works. Is this a standalone slaw that I would just munch on? No, I don't think so. I think it works better as a side. And when you factor that in with price, as far as being the most expensive coleslaw so far, I would put this at second place. I think it is still a steady distance behind the JC coleslaw, which is actually probably pretty surprising. I find that surprising. I thought KFC might even take the cake the whole summer, but this really just opened things up because now we have so many opportunities. When you're talking about KFC isn't even the front runner in the first four slaws, man, I'm excited to see what we get into for the rest of the summer. And with all that being said, if you have suggestions, which a lot of people have already sent me suggestions, I really want to know, what coleslaw do you think is the best? And I'm saying, man, I'll go across the country to find the best coleslaw. I do not care how long the flight or the drive is, I will do it. So this has been the Slawcast. I've been Noah Lynch. Until next time, I'll saw you later.
No bread, no meat, no potatoes, and nothing that's sweet. All I want is a lot of coleslaw.